Well, joining us, the man at the eye of the storm there, Justice Markanday Katju himself, Sanjay Kaul, BJP spokesperson, and P.L. Punia, Congress Member of Parliament. To you first, Mr. Katju, what do you feel now that you're being painted as a Congress mouthpiece in this exchange between the Congress and the BJP?
See, I am very, very pained that Mr. Arun Jaitley has accused me of selectively targeting non-Congress governments. This is a total fabrication. I have very often criticized Congress governments. For instance, I have criticized the Congress government of Maharashtra, where in that Facebook affair where that girl Shaheen was arrested, I wrote very strong letters to the Chief Minister of Maharashtra, who is a Congress Chief Minister, and also about Asim Trivedi's arrest. I criticized the Chief Minister of Himachal Pradesh, who is a Congress Chief Minister, for having told a media person that he will break his camera. I criticized the Delhi government when Iftikhar Jilani and his family were harassed, and also when this Delhi gang rape agitation was going on and the police assaulted media persons. I criticized the Delhi government.
Justice Katju, just let me just come in there. There is no doubt you've criticized a lot of people, you've ruffled a lot of feathers, but is that really your job right now, given the fact that you're arousing so many hackles all around? Do you feel that somehow your primary job is being interfered with? You're not being able to do that job because of all the hackles you're arousing?
Listen, firstly, I am chairman of Press Council, and under the Press Council Act it is mentioned that it is a duty of Press Council to uphold press freedom and uphold high standards of journalistic ethics. Now, wherever press freedom has or I perceive that it is being threatened, I have taken steps to oppose it. I have criticized governments which were trying to suppress press freedom. That is my duty, that is the duty of the Press Council. And also there are certain issues which were not relating to press, but they are in my capacity as a citizen of the country, not as a chairman of Press Council. I have a right to comment on important issues of public importance, just as you have a right to comment. Just because I have become chairman of Press Council does not mean I cease to be a responsible citizen of my country.
You don't believe
non-press matters which I think are of public importance.
Justice Katju, you've been a judge of 3 high courts. Yes. You have made some judgments or issued some judgments which have won wide admiration all around. And one of the key attributes that you always displayed was judicial restraint, as you called it. Now, you don't feel that judicial restraint which you adopted during your judicial career should be carried off into a certain amount of restraint now as the head of the Press Council of India?
How have I not exercised restraint? Tell me. Just because I wrote an article about Mr. Modi. Now, I'll tell you why I wrote it. It was not relating to the press, but as a citizen of India, I have right to express my views on matters of public importance where I feel it is necessary. And here, I think it was necessary because here a massive propaganda was being conducted that as if Modi is the messiah of this country, he alone can save this country, otherwise this country is doomed. And this propaganda was being spread by a large section of media people and others. And then I wrote this article that, look, first of all, let us analyze what is the meaning of development. Does it mean giving concession to business houses, or does it mean raising the standard of living of the masses?
No, Justice Katju, everybody has read. The points you make are well taken. The points you made in that article are all noted. Sanjay Kaul, your comments on what you heard Justice Katju saying.
Yeah, it's the unusual spin on the idea that he becomes a citizen of the country at the moment of his choice, and then otherwise he has a regulatory role. I mean, I think the importance of what you asked was actually completely missed by him. The point is simply this: are you in any position to actually start expressing opinions which could influence people when you are going to be in judgment of a number of issues on the one hand? On the other hand, a strange tunnel vision. He sees only problems in Gujarat, where the rest of the world sees development, sees movement, sees positivity. And this tunnel vision is going to be the vision of the country, and so he gets worried about that. Look at the concerns of the press council chairman. His concern is that there is too much propaganda about Mr. Modi. So he takes it upon himself to, in fact, start campaigning for the Congress party. Read what he says. I appeal to the people of India to consider all this if they are really concerned about the nation's future. Otherwise, they may make the same mistake that Germans made in 1933. Obviously, he's on the pulpit.
Do you think he's coming off as a Congress person and an overt political supporter?
I'm saying he's coming across as a campaigner for the Congress, but that's one part. The other is the fact that the man actually thinks that his view of the world is the only view that counts.
Sanjay Kaul, I never saw this outrage when he criticized Veerbhadra Singh at the time that Veerbhadra Singh had threatened a cameraman in Himachal elections.
Correct.
At that stage, the BJP thought that was all very well.
Correct. But don't expect the BJP to do the Congress's job. The Congress should have reacted, and I think this is really not to absolve him. Merely because he criticized somebody else does not absolve him of what this is all about. Mr. Jaitley is referring to this instance, and so are we. And that is the point. The people of the country have a right to understand exactly what is he trying to do. There have been accusations. There has been, there's a lot been written about this gentleman. He has made incredible statements all over the place. And frankly speaking, a lot of them does not behove the position that he holds.
Okay.